Chicago some number of years ago had a hit that asked the question, does anyone know what time it is? Does anyone really care? Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day number 1 of the Torah portion, V'et Kanan, meaning, and I pleaded. So let's go to the book of Devarim, Deuteronomy, chapter number 3, and let's begin with verse number 23, which is the beginning of this Torah portion, the very first words. And the Torah says, "And I pleaded with Yahweh at that time, saying, O Master Yahweh, you have begun to show your servant your greatness and your strong hand. For who is a mighty one in the heavens or on the earth who does according to your works and according to your might? I pray, let me pass over and see the good land beyond the Jordan, this good hill country and Lebanon." Verse 26, "But Yahweh was enraged with me for your sake, and would not listen to me. And Yahweh said to me, enough of that, speak no more to me about this matter." Moshe has spent 40 years trying to prepare a people to be willing and capable of going into the land and inhabiting their inheritance. An entire first generation rejected this opportunity completely out of hand and died in the wilderness. Their children, the second generation, now is looking at Moshe as he tries to tell them the importance of adhering to the Torah and keeping Yahweh their Elohim primary and prominent in their minds, staying rightly focused, taking courage, and going in and possessing their possession. They're idealistic. They think they can just walk in and it's going to be handed to them. They're not really prepared. And he's only got a day or so to prepare them with some speeches. And so this man who stood at the burning bush, who says, I am not of good speech, I don't speak well, has a last chance with words to prepare an entire nation to receive their inheritance, while he himself is being rejected for the sin of striking the rock instead of speaking to the rock. Moshe is being told, you can't go in. He's being held to a very high account here. It's amazing. Moshe has stood in between the wrath and judgment of Elohim and the people of Israel on many occasions and said, Yah, if you take them out, you'll have to take me out too. And Yah listened to him. He pleaded, don't kill them. Your reputation will be marred. The people will say that you were able to take them out of Mitzrayim, but not able to take them into the land. Now listen to him. Now that he's asking, please, can I please go in? Yah is angrily, when you pray in such a way that you get Yah angry, that's bad praying. Yah says that he is enraged, and you are to not speak to me of this matter again. Stop praying about it. I'm not listening to you. Those words had to be devastating to this man who has spent 40 years now speaking face to face with Yah through a thin, vaporous cloud. So he says, it's for your benefit that I don't go in. 2 reasons that I see here. One is that the people needed to understand that if Moshe is being held to this strict an accounting of keeping the Torah and in walking in obedience, how much more they themselves then, they need to be mindful that Yah plays no favorites here, not even from Moshe. None of these people were Moshe, but they had the same opportunity to draw near to the Most High through the study of His Word, through intercession, through worship, through a walk of obedience, of seeking righteousness, as Moshe had. And if they would walk uprightly before him, Yah has already promised, I will give you the land, I will bless you, I will favor you, I will increase you, and you will dwell all your days in the favored atmosphere of your inheritance. The second thing is a benefit, Moshe, the Torah. The Torah giver is not taking them in, but Yehoshua, whose name is Yah, is our salvation. Yehoshua is the name that was given to Yeshua. Yeshua, the Aramaic shortened version of Yehoshua. You shall call him Yeshua, for he shall save his people from their sins. It's important for you and I to read, study, and apply the Torah. It's vitally important that we catch the revelation of Yeshua revealed to us in the Torah so that we have the real and authentic Messiah revealed to us. Not a religious icon, not a version that is more preferable by whoever, but the real, authentic Messiah is found in Moshe and in the prophets. Beyond that, then, we also should understand that Yehoshua taking them in reveals to us that Yeshua takes us in to the land. Now, Yeshua in Yochanan, John chapter 1, is revealed to us as the living, breathing, life-exhibiting Torah scroll. He is the Torah scroll of Moshe brought to life. The Torah and Yeshua are synonymous. You cannot rightly have one without the other. Yeshua said, I did not come to do away with the Torah, but rather I came to raise it to its highest level. Heaven and earth will pass away before this Torah passes away. The Torah reveals the Messiah. Messiah teaches us the Torah. But it's not obedience to the letter of Torah commands that takes us in. It is righteous relationship with Yeshua. Yeshua said then, if you love me, if you walk in me, if my words abide in you and you abide in me, you will ask what you will and it will be done for you. If you love me, you will keep my commands. It is our love for the Messiah, Yeshua, as he teaches us the Torah, that we love him enough to do what the Torah says. This is what allows you and I to enter in. Now, to the opening about what time it is, Moshe had to discern, my time is ending and it's time for Yehoshua to stand up and begin to take on the leadership. There is a passing of the baton here. In Philippians chapter 1, beginning with verse 21, Rav Shaul begins this debate with the Philippian congregation about, it's better for me to leave and go ahead and depart and go be with Messiah. But I know that I'm going to end up staying here because it would be more beneficial for you. I yet have things to teach you. I yet have things that you need to understand. In the book of Psalms, chapter number 90, it says, beginning with verse number 10, the days of our lives are 70 years, or due to strength 80 years, yet the best of them is but toil and exertion. For it is soon cut off and we fly away. Who knows the power of your displeasure and your wrath, according to the fear of you? Teach us to number our days and let us bring the heart to wisdom. Yeshua said to the scribes and Pharisees, the Pharisees and Sadducees in Matthew chapter 16, you know how to tell the weather by looking at the sky, but you don't know how to tell the time of the seasons. Understand that the season of learning the Torah and its in-depth scrutiny and minute parts has been very important to us. It's time to get back to Yeshua and discern our need of him. Do not relegate Yeshua, secondary to the Torah. They're one and the same. Today, make Yeshua prominent in your life and see the benefit. More tomorrow. Till then, shalom.